we please request the clerk to leave this house because it doesn't belong.
Honorable Mente, please take your seat.
No.
The ANC is defending the clerk in this house. And South Africans should see the ANC for what it is. It defended the clerk. They are clapping hands for the clerk in defense of a murderer.
It's a lot of negative examples that are being sent to the youth of today. I mean, everyone is watching these videos and seeing the tactics that they use. So what are the youth of today going to think? Oh, is this how we respond to authority? When they ask us to sit down, we just don't sit down. Awe Masipinners, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sheldon Zam if you are here for the first time. And to all my fellow Zam Jammers, what's up guys? Welcome back. In this video, we're following up on the series reacting to what's trending on YouTube in South Africa. And today, well, it's the day after State of the Nation Address 2020. And as you can expect, EFF caused a bit of a stir up. So in this video, you'll be seeing the highlights of what they had to say and what was said in response to that, as well as my reaction to the whole thing. So let's cue the intro.
Wait, what?
One thing I want us to consider while watching this is to not get upset or frustrated or enraged. Obviously, the EFF has really polarized tactics, and they obviously want to stir up negative emotion in the hearts of some. And obviously, everything they do is for a reason. So understand why what's being done is being done. And at the end of this video, I'll share my reaction as well as what I think we should take away from this. So let's watch the highlights.
The President has called for this joint sitting.
On a point of order, Speaker.
Honorable Malema, what is your point of order?
Honorable Speaker, we have a murderer in the house. We have a man who's got blood of innocent people in this house, which is supposed to represent the wills of our people. And therefore, it is incorrect for you to have extended an invitation to the clerk, because the clerk is a murderer. The clerk has got blood on his hands. The people of Buipatung are turning in their graves. And the clerk said that apartheid was not crime against humanity. He's an unrepentant apologist of apartheid who is not willing to accept that apartheid was crime against humanity. And therefore, it is an insult to those who died and tortured in Flag Plus under the instructions of the clerk, to have the clerk sitting in a democratic parliament. And I therefore suggest, Honorable Speaker, that we please request the clerk to leave this house because it doesn't belong.
It is convention that all the presidents, the former presidents who are still alive, are invited to this sitting. The former president, de Klerk, has been invited because of that. I therefore cannot sustain the submission you have made and therefore rule it out of order.
Honorable Speaker.
Honorable
The call for a special purpose.
Honorable Floyd Shibambo, I have not recognized you.
Will you please recognize me?
Are you saying this parliament, a democratic elected parliament, must recognize a white-only president who was elected by a criminal system of apartheid?
Honorable Shibambo.
As such.
Honorable Shibambo.
It cannot be correct.
Honorable Shibambo, yes, we are right. The joint rules apply to this sitting. Order. 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 You are right. The rules apply. And the rules apply, and those rules have never been questioned. History of this country is there for everybody.
On a point of order, Speaker.
What is your point of order?
Speaker, you just said yourself that it was apartheid. Who presided over apartheid? De Klerk. And just last week he said apartheid was not crime against humanity. So we were humans enough to be killed by apartheid system, and the person who presided over that system must come and be seated here with
Honorable
us
Mente.
after killing our forefathers,
Honorable Mente.
after killing our brothers and masters
Honorable
and sisters.
Mente, please take your seat.
No.
Delaying the business of this House tonight on the matter of former President de Klerk is not going to help us. So may I suggest that I will not take any further points of orders on this matter.
Speaker.
Honorable Ndosi, if you address me on a different point, not on the matter of former President de
I'm
Klerk.
afraid, Speaker, you have a constitutional obligation to respect the rules. You do not make them as you go. There is no such a rule that you are anticipating what I'm going to stand on and rule on it in anticipation. That's number one. You are a commander of Mkhonto Wesizwe. You ANC members sitting here, you taught us, you said we must reconcile with these people because they accept the mistakes that they've made. That is history, that's okay. We're not talking about history. We're talking about last week. De Klerk takes platform in front of the whole world and says apartheid was not a crime against humanity. You must be ashamed you are sitting here clapping hands as ANC people. You must be ashamed.
Honorable
No one is
Ndosi, you are
even
addressing
raising
us.
Speaker, I'm willing to accept that the ANC is defending de Klerk in this House. And South Africans should see the ANC for what it is. It defended de Klerk.
Honorable
They are
Malema.
clapping hands for de Klerk
Honorable
in
Malema,
defense
take
of a
your seat.
murderer.
So let's just think about this and how this came to be. Everyone knows State of the Nation address is coming up. Obviously, people in Parliament know this. And EFF use reaction tactics to get the attention of everyone. They want attention. And so where better to perform a stint than at State of the Nation address? Obviously, they knew that the response to what they were going to say was going to be negated. And so what does that result in? Their point is that de Klerk is a murderer and therefore he can't be a part of Parliament. Now, obviously, de Klerk was a previous president of the country. Our history is what makes us a country, though it's not right. It is what it is. And also, even in the 1994 elections, he was voted as vice president or deputy president. So technically, he does have a seat there. But regardless of all of that, when the ANC responds by saying, please take your seat, these are the rules, let's carry on, it can be interpreted in the eyes of many people as now they're defending this murderer or this proposed idea by the EFF of someone who's defending apartheid. So obviously they're getting the reaction of all the people thinking, okay, ANC is now defending this person, which is exactly what the EFF wants. ANC stands in their way of being in leadership of the country, so they're going to do what they can to put ANC in a negative light. Furthermore, what they're doing is judging someone for being a murderer. Now, if you look at what the Bible says, like Jesus, when they wanted to stone the prostitute to death, he said, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And to be entirely honest, I think there are different measures of scale that can be applied over here. For example, the tactics that EFF is using to bring their point across are rebellion, are disrespect, and unforgiveness and anger. It's a lot of negative examples that are being sent to the youth of today. I mean, everyone is watching these videos and seeing the tactics that they use. So what are the youth of today going to think? Oh, is this how we respond to authority? When they ask us to sit down, we just don't sit down. When they say, okay, enough, we say, no, not enough. And we just don't listen to them. Is that what the youth of our generation is going to grow up to be like? And is that also not in some way wrong? And shouldn't they be asked to leave for that exact same reason? So, in essence, what we see happening here is it's sad, again, because it is deeper, and the fact that EFF is taking a real problem and a real pain and twisting it to their cause for political gain. That is nothing new, but it is still sad that who is then representing that majority of people who feel that way, and what's more, how are we moving forwards? Because we need to move forwards as a country together, and it's not going to leave by one race surviving and the rest of us sailing away on ships. Unfortunately, we're here together, but it's also fortunate because we have much more potential together. At this point in time, it looks like EFF is the forefront of how do we, deal with what's happened in the past. And unfortunately, it's not productive at all. It's causing more of a divide, more division, more hatred, keeping on to unforgiveness. And yeah, man, I'm speaking about this as a white person, and obviously I can't give you a holistic perspective, but I understand that we're all people at the end of the day, and that I'm a South African, and that I love this country, and I want to move forwards together. And it's easy for me to say, once again, I'm a born free. I wasn't born into apartheid, and still the life that I lived and grew up with was on the white side of things. And this is only my perspective. So to be honest, I see there's truth in what I'm saying, but I would hope that people who aren't white would share the same message, because I believe this truth applies to people and humanity, and that it's not necessarily something that this truth isn't locked to race, and I hope other people can see the truth in what I'm saying. So yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter. Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, if you haven't yet subscribed, well, do subscribe to my channel and become a Zam Jammer. I do frequent responses and reactions to what's trending on YouTube in South Africa, and a lot of other stuff, community collabs, and yeah, go check out my videos if you want to see more of that. But thank you for watching, drop a like, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.